Welcome to the Sewing Gallery. We're excited. We got new things. We got new things coming, and we're just having lots of fun at the Sewing Gallery. Christy's on vacation this week, but we managed to get her quilt done. This is called the Mystery Quilt by Kay Fassett. She said she had lots of fun putting it together. We also have a few kits left, so I printed the instructions thanks to Chris telling me what I needed to do. So if you come in and buy the kit, which it's all of these, and I would suggest you buy the backing when you come in. Nice deal. If you combine the two products, we'll give you a discount of 15 to 20% off. We wanted to show you that. We have some real cute Christmas things, which I show these weekly. These are the things that you can make. Thanks to you, Miss Puckett. She had to take these home because I keep her so busy quilting. Look how cute. But we did a bundle. All of the things that you need, which is the fabric, the embellishments, and the CD. And it's bundled for $145, so it's a good deal. I like having all the fabric to be able to do what needs to be done. And then our monthly Kimberbell. This is the mud rug that you would make for this month. Now, up and coming, we'll start probably promoting it November, December. Kimberbell's Queen Bee Club will be a mystery quilt. You'll get a block each month. We will have it displayed in the store, each section as we go. It's an opportunity to do different things. We will sell an embellishment kit and hope to sell you the complete fabric kit at the beginning so that you have everything. So when the month comes, you'll be able to just do it. And we will have the samples of each block as we go. So we're excited about that. So you'll need to be watching our website. Thanks to Mary for all of that. But this is our Queen Bee Club mud rug for this month. You know, the end of the month is coming. And Halloween Day, we're offering a 25% discount on Thursday, which is Halloween, if you come in dressed up. Now, I know that there's a lot of y'all that's going to come out dressed as Carmela Harris. So make sure you look good because we'll take your picture and we'll put it on our Facebook page. Our free gift for some winner out there to win this, it is a purple binding clip, folder clip. So all we need is your name, your email, and your date of birth so that we can continue to send you different things. Our monthly deal, which I brought this out, is one of the chenille cutters. Now, I brought the chenille sample. That's our monthly deal. I'm going to try to not knock everything off today. This is what the chenille cutter does. This was actually for panels that we sewed in different directions. Betsy did. She sewed her life away. Christy fringed this. Sue fringed it. Christy did. But the chenille cutter lets you start with a small slit and then you just slice across. And that's what gives you the chenille effect. So that's one of the reasons we have it on sale. No, it's not a product that you're going to use every day, but it's a nice tool to have. So I wanted to show you that. Another item that we have with the 30% off is the heavy cutaway, tearaway. Nice product. And it's in the long, so that's wonderful. And then we've got a book on sale that gives you different designs for the pre-cuts. That's on sale this month with 30%. And then software for your scan and cut if you're a scan and cut girl that goes along with your machine. You know, the scan and cuts are really nice, and this gives you different applique cutouts. So it's really easy to use once you set it up. And then we also did the sticky back tearaway in the sheets, which you don't waste product when you use these sheets. You know how sometimes if you roll it out and it rolls back on you? This won't do that. So this is another item of our 30% off, and you have to do it. Your code is monthly deal. Now, say that you want to do the... Okay, we're having technical difficulties this morning. That great Frontier internet. We love it. We love it so much. My friend Debbie came in this morning with the mud rugs. We introduced these, I think, last week or the week before. See how cute those are? And then she brought me samples that she did. Look how cute that is of the mud rug. These are great gifts with a candle or a mug. Look how pretty. And I was so excited that she brought these in. I tell you, I'm thankful for every employee and every friend that helps me out, because there's no way I could get all these samples made up of all these different things. It's just, it would be totally impossible. Our new product, Wonderland Wonder. This is a charm pack, and it's for babies or little kids. I usually buy these types because these are great to make baby quilts with, but if you want to make a bigger quilt, you have the option. But this is a new item in the store. Our weekly deal is this. It's bundled together. You get your fabric, you get your embellishments, and you get your CD. But what's nice, I mean, at 25% off, and then it's bundled at a reduced rate. But thanks to Jill, look how pretty this is. It's an opportunity. Say you don't have time to do it right now, but if you have the kit, you have the option to do it. Nice, don't you think? Yes, and you learn different techniques. People says, well, how do I learn my embroidery machine better? Buy you a bundle, and when you look at it and you look at all those pages of instructions, you go, oh no, oh no. One step at a time, one page at a time, and that's how you learn to do embroidery well. You learn about mesh, you learn about tearaway, you learn about cutaway. These projects, this one especially, the Quilty Little Christmas, you know, you can do each part, each project by itself. So that's another way that you learn to do it. Lots of fun in your sewing room when it's just you and that beautiful machine, which we're showing you again today. It's so small, isn't it? It'll be here at the end of November. We are so excited to see it. And we'll have one set up so that you can see it, you can test drive it, and hopefully you'll fall in love with it and you'll want to take it home. Our weekly deals, of course, is the autumn kit from Kimber-Bell. And we've got a new layer cake fields of flowers. And it's got some real pretty blues, aquas in it. So take advantage of the layer cake deal. And then I put the Silky KK 2000. This product is, it has a sticky feel to it. Don't spray this around your machine, but this is a great product if you don't want your project to move. Now, you don't get in there and spray it the way you spray hairspray, because I can imagine what the bathrooms look like with the amount of hairspray. You know how your door is behind you and the whole door gets coated. Everything falls around it from the hairspray. Just a light mist of this to hold a product in place is all you need. And I suggest you do it like on a piece of cardboard, one of those boxes that you've gotten from the sewing gallery, not Amazon, that you use this. Great deals. And then I would not want to not come out with a new 3-yard book. This one has kitty cats in it. It has some great little designs, but it's called Double Focus 3-Yard Quilts. So excited for you guys to see that. So that's on special this week. We wanted to share it with you. Nice deals this week. We're going to have some neat things that you'll have to go to our website weekly and see what's going on. I brought some things out today because I wanted to share with you what I find happens with new beginner quilters. And I try to remember back when I started, because nobody told me, where do you start? You know, you don't go to a big box retailer and buy a machine. You come to a small independent business like mine or someone else's. Reason being is because we're going to recommend things that's going to benefit you. So if you come to a class, you don't feel like, oh, I should have all this. And then when you go to check out where you've had to buy all this stuff, you're just so overwhelmed with cost. Because anytime you start a new hobby, you spend money. You do. It doesn't matter if it's golfing, horseback riding, because, I'd want the boots to ride horses, and I'd want to look good. It's all about looking good when you start it. You just feel good all around. So some of the things that I would recommend, that you recommend, and come to an independent. If it's not my store, go to someone's that in your area, whether you're in Florida, Chicago, Maryland, wherever. Now, if they're like myself, I'm not here to just sell you the product to make the money off of you. I'm here to help grow your foundation as you continue to sew and you continue to develop out. That's important to me as a business owner, because I get so excited when the person walks out the door and they finish their first quilt, or they come and pick up their quilt that we quilted. So one of the first things that I recommend is, and I suggest if you start with a brand of rulers, you stay with it so that you learn how to read the rulers properly with the way the markings are. What I love about Creative Grid is it has the movable little tabs on the back so your fabric doesn't slide. Now, I brought this ruler out because I like having a small ruler when a person starts learning, because you might have to square up blocks, small blocks, depending on where you start your beginning at, or where you start with. Some people will go to our local vocational school. She's not going to recommend this, or they're not going to recommend this, because they don't really care. They give you a list to have, but this is your foundation when you start sewing and quilting. So I suggested the 2x6 ruler. Then I suggested a middle size ruler, which is 4.5 by 12. Excuse me, I knew I was going to sneeze. This is a good size. So if you're not good with the ruler at the beginning, these two help give you control. A 6 by 24 ruler. You see how nice those rulers are? The markings are nice. You got your 1/4 in between the 1/2 inch cut. So, in some of the rulers are those neon green. My eyes just kind of go, oh, but these are 3 great rulers. If you're going to help somebody become a sewer, you need to go with them to the store or to wherever and get them. This is nice. Creative Grid, once again, I'm their cheerleader. They have this rotary cutter, and it comes with a case. So that's nice. You know, if you buy a machine from us, we recommend that you buy a bag. And if you buy a bag, you can put most of this stuff in it. But a nice rotary cutter is important to have in your hand because it's always awkward for people. And one of the reasons I recommended the 6x24 ruler is it's big enough to put your hand out so you don't cut yourself. Because a couple people has ended up in the ER, not mentioning any names, Miss Blizzard, that cut herself with one of these. So they can be a deadly weapon. So, you know, if you want to take your husband out, you might have this tool in your sewing room. Betsy and I were talking, and I got this idea yesterday to talk about, you know, the begin sewer. Of course, you know, some of you might feel this is boring, but you didn't have this guidance when you started out. We like for you to have like a medium-sized pair of scissors. Most people that start out sewing come in with those butcher knife scissors. They're about that long because no one's told them. And so that's why if you're going to start and you're going to help somebody become a quilter, these are fundamental tools that you start people with to help them have what they need. If you don't have good tools when you go to do a job, a project, you really don't have good end results. And then everybody's got to have one of these. This is as important as the fabric that you sew on because you're going to rip out. Everybody becomes a ripper at some point in sewing. On some project. We don't know what it's going to be, but you do become a ripper. And one thing I left out was good thread. And don't go to big box store and buy thread. Come to a local store and buy 100% cotton thread. You don't want to sew with embroidery thread if you're piecing. Please, folks. Some of you guys will take those pre-wound embroidery bobbins and use them. Don't do that. Learn to wind your bobbins correctly and properly on your machine. And that's what you want to teach the people. Clover puts out the nicest pins. I love the Gypsy Grip because they've got a rise. But we use these in alterations and piecing. What I like about these, no, the brand X generic, great value, they're not like these. These have a firm metal that works well and sticks in. Now, you can sew through these. Now, we don't want you to because you'll have to make a visit to see Dr. Scott with your machine. Right, Scott? So, pins are important that you use. Everything that I've showed you this morning, what a beginner needs, or as you go along, you'll need to replace these things. You know, I see some people come in with their rotary cutters and they just saw through the fabric. And I'm thinking, why don't you just buy you a new blade? They're not that expensive. Buy you a new blade, or they look to grab ours, and they shouldn't sometimes because theirs is not sharp. Right, Doreen, because Doreen brings this one in and with that left hand of hers and goes to town when she's cutting fabric. But if you're going to help someone become a great quilter, start them with great things. It's just kind of like when you start these kids in basketball, football, or whatever. The fundamentals of basic training and in sewing is your foundation that you build on. Because as a person grows in sewing, they want to go past. If they're a true quilter, they want to go past that quilt as you go, you know, or the rag quilts. You want to go past that level. When you first start out, that's okay. But you make one, let's move you to a new game. Let's move you to mystery. Let's do different things. That's important in sewing. Or some people comes in and said, "Oh, my grandmother used to do this." We're not doing what grandmother did even 5 years ago. It's a whole new perspective. It's a whole new concept. Sewing and quilting is a whole new world compared to years ago. So don't compare us to what Granny used to do or what your mom did, because with technology, new tools, we can do so much more. That's not just a homey project. Sure, it's handmade, but it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Sewing's a wonderful thing. Just wanted to share this a little bit more. This beautiful mat comes with it. And this is how big that machine is. Do you realize that machine is almost as tall as me? But end of November, we will be showing it. I'll get Jen to sit down and do some demos on our Facebook Live. We hope you'll take advantage of our monthly deals or our weekly deals. Come in next Thursday dressed up. Now, I told y'all, don't come out as Harris. Or if you do, you better look good. You got to have the earrings in. It's got to have sound in the earrings if you're going to come as Harris. And you got to have a suit on. Okay? So, but, or you can come as Donald Trump, the orange-faced man that everybody says. Or you can come in and do the Trump dance, and we will give you a great discount. Election's coming close. Be kind to each other now. Go vote. Vote your voice. We're excited this week. Hope you take advantage of the good deals. If you're helping a beginner, as I recap, please bring them into a local store. Let's pick out some things. Big ruler's a must. A rotary cutter, a good rotary cutter. Pins, threads, needles. I didn't talk about needles, but Betsy and I was talking about this at the end. So new things are coming every day. Think about the mystery quilt. Thanks to Miss Puckett. She doesn't have her binding on, but I wanted to show it today so you can see how pretty that it is. And it's very colorful. Very. So, we want to wish Scott a belated birthday. I was supposed to do it last week. He's only 40, he says. But happy birthday, Scott. I forgot last week to mention that because I get excited up here because I have so much new stuff to show, great deals to give you. So get online, check our store out. Mary also has our fall and Christmas fabrics. They're in a section so that you can see everything and take advantage of these darling little mud rugs. And thanks to Debbie, thanks to Christy, thanks to Jill, thanks to Betsy, thanks to everybody that works at the Sewing Gallery, Doreen, for helping our team stay in business and grow. Support your local business wherever you're at if you can. It really makes a difference, and we need that support. Have a good weekend. It's supposed to be nice. Our weather's changing here this weekend, I think. But be safe out there. Thank you.